of like mixed up drama.
I think it's a dead end.
I mean, I don't like. I think I just told you a lot of negatives, but like, really, the positives is that we were on great terms. We broke up on great terms.
Yeah, but that's gone now.
I know.
So what you're left with is a person that you can't even speak to right now.
I mean, I could if I wanted to, right?
Yeah, but you told me
Because
that it's
anything is
weird and you
possible
refused
according
to
to
do
you.
it. Yeah, but you told me it's weird and you refused to do it.
Well, I refuse to walk up and ask, why are you looking at... Wait, she just joined the live stream. Evan, what do I do? I muted it. Evan, what do I do?
Do you want her there? Do you want her there?
It's not muted! How do I mute it? Evan, help me!
I don't know how to use your devil machine.
How is this a devil machine?
It's a figure of speech, bro.
Evan, how is it a devil machine? Like, what? How does that correlate to anything? Like, that's a horrible figure of speech to use.
It's just some shit people my age say.
Andrew Tate doesn't say that. He's your age.
No, he's not.
He's 35.
Is he? I thought he was in his 20s.
No, he's 35. He was born in 1986, I think. His brother's 33, too.
But yeah, it's just something you could say about literally anything, like a blender or a fax
Well, a blender
machine.
makes more sense. Like, if you stuck your hand in a blender, it'd look like a devil machine. But we're talking about a YouTube live stream.
Yeah, I don't literally believe that it is a machine of the devil. It's just a stupid thing to say for fun.
Oh. So yeah, like, she joined. What do I say? Like, what do I do? I don't know how to get her out of there. And it doesn't let me stop for 30 minutes. So she's
I don't know,
hearing us right
I don't know
now.
what to tell you. I guess you can just turn off the live stream.
Oh yeah, the friend just joined. Oh no, it doesn't let me shut it off for 30 minutes after you started it. Evan, yeah, so our friend just joined, like, the live stream. He's open to any questions. Like, you know about the whole cottage cheese scenario.
Yeah.
Like, do you have any questions for him?
No, I feel like anyone who lives their life that way wouldn't have a good answer to that.
I mean, he's changed, though. Like, he has pretty good hygiene now. He's kind of got his life together. Like, do you have any questions on, like, how it, like, anything?
Okay. Was that situation the turning point in what made you decide to start washing?
Let's wait for a response. Oh,
Like, why
he's
did
typing.
things have to get to that point before you decided showering was a good idea?
He said he was making money off video games, so he decided that he didn't have time to shower, and she randomly came over once to his house, and then they ended up doing something that he didn't even initiate, and then that how it happened. And then he's
Yeah.
like, he said, I never want to be caught in 4K again by, like, any girl like that, so he started to.
Alright.
Like,
Nothing further, Your Honor.
he said, oh, so basically he's saying he got raped.
Yeah, whatever.
That's such a bullshit thing. Like, he's definitely just saying that because he got caught. Evan, what are your thoughts on the
Yeah.
meaning of life?
I don't
Like
believe
what?
life has a meaning.
Elaborate.
Alright, so, I may have asked you this last time as well. The first time someone dug up gold in the world,
No, you have not.
did it have a Did it have a price tag stuck to it?
No.
Well, just follow me here, all right? I don't say things for no reason. All right.
That's
so we've
debatable.
established that we didn't dig up gold with a price tag on it. Good. Why is gold worth money? What's cool about it?
I'd say, isn't it, like, gold's not rare, but, like, it has value to it, but, like, isn't it because it's rare? Like, but that, like,
No.
Could you say diamonds? Like, we talk about diamonds because diamonds are rare?
Diamonds aren't rare either. Diamonds are worthless.
Not.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain why they're expensive.
I mean, not really.
Have you ever heard of De Beers? Have you heard of De Beers?
Evan, diamonds are rare. Like, they're decently rare.
No, they're not.
Evan,
they're
that's
not.
okay.
Okay, listen. Have you heard of like a diamond tip drill?
Yes.
Or a diamond sander? Okay, why doesn't that cost $2,000?
Because it's a small diamond.
No, it doesn't.
Because it's a small diamond.
No, it's made out of diamond. I'm telling you the reason why.
Okay, Evan.
Why are you shouting?
Evan, why is diamond valuable then?
Because in the 40s, there was a company called De Beers, which managed to gain control. Stop.
Just listen up. Just listen up for a second. Okay, just listen up for a second.
Back in the 40s, there was a country called De Beers, and De Beers managed to gain control of a large amount of diamond mines. And through the artificial contraction of the diamond market, they were able to drive up the price. Now, have you heard the phrase, ever a diamond is forever?
Yeah.
What?
I think you meant to say, what does that mean?
Yeah. Have you heard it, though? Have you heard
that
phrase,
I don't think he has. By the way, his little brother's on the mic.
Dude, get the microphone out of your mouth.
His little brother is on the mic right now, and I don't know if he has a disability. Apparently he does, but he might. I don't know. But, yeah. Okay, if you have a disability, who cares? Get the thing out of your mouth, buddy. It's way too loud. It's annoying as hell.
Thank you. So anyhow, back in the 1940s, the De Beers Diamond Company came up with this ad campaign, "A Diamond is Forever." And they told men that if you really love this girl that you want to marry, then a diamond should cost 3 months of your salary. Did you seriously not hear what I just said?
Bro, he's making me so mad. Hold up. Okay, so basically, yeah. Okay, so keep going.
Yeah, so they managed to convince men of America and therefore the wider world that a diamond should cost 3 months of their pay. And they're like, well, I do love my girlfriend, and my girlfriend saw this commercial too, so I better buy a big expensive rock to convince her that I love her. And so it was. Now, diamonds are just kept in safes. They dig them up, they cut them, and then they sit in a safe and... Shut your mouth! You jackass! Why is it always people with nothing valuable to say always have the loudest voices? Are you done?
Bro, he is actually...
Are you finished?
Evan, that's not me talking, by the way. Like, you know that, right?
Oh, I know.
Okay, good. I don't know. I don't want you to think it's me, but it's Juicy's little brother. Like, Juicy's gone right now. He said he's getting food, but...
I'm about to start roasting his ass.
Yeah, okay. If he does it one more time, he better chill. Okay, so keep going. I understand. Like, I don't think diamonds have any intrinsic value on where they came up from, but I think like society has turned them into something. So I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. So that's my entire point.
So they had no intrinsic value.
People decide what things are worth. Whether that's a rock, a piece of metal, a microchip, the value of a human life. Because even that's going to be different for some people, right? I mean, do you know anything about Mexican drug cartels?
What do you mean? Do I know anything? Yeah.
Yeah. Like what they do to maintain power and control, like they kill people and chop them up with machetes and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to them, human life is incredibly cheap. If you ask, shut your stupid ass up. Like, honestly, what value are you adding to this? Nothing.
Bro, he is so annoying. Holy shit.
And in fact, it's not possible for you to add anything of value to this because you have nothing of value to say.
Okay, Evan, I do think he has a disability. Like, I don't know if it's autism or something, but he does have some sort of, like, brain or, like, chemical imbalance or something messed up in his head, because there's no way that's a regular person. No, you can keep going, because I don't think it's true. Like, I think that's just him being an idiot. Like, he's just a idiot. Like, I think he just skips out on school a lot, has no morals in life. Like, he's just an idiot. So you can keep going if he does. If he does talk, then just go off on him because it's getting annoying. But keep going.
Yeah. So it is only by our own endeavor that anything has any value. So if we think the most valuable thing to us is rainbows, that's cool. A rainbow can't be bought or sold, but we love the shit out of them every time they're around. For example, like that's the most valuable thing that can happen in my life.
Yeah, so back to cartels. Like, what were you saying about them?
Oh, just to them, life is very cheap.
Why is that?
Because they value money over all other things.
Oh my god. He is pissing me off. Should I text you to get back on the mic?
What's up?
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I'm ignoring him.
So annoying. Yes, cartels.
I see things like this. If we're waiting for the sky to open and grant us purpose or meaning, we're going to die disappointed. We get to decide why we're here.
Evan, you can go off on him, man. At this point, it's just fucking annoying.
Honestly, what would be the point?
To get him to shut up. I don't
He
really
wouldn't
shut
understand
him up.
it.
He would, because people always bully him and then he shuts up. One more comment and we will destroy you. You retard.
Here. What's his name?
Max.
Max, what do you want to talk about, buddy? You seem like you have a lot to say. Let's talk. What do you want to talk about, Max? Okay. What video game? Well, Minecraft is a video game, I guess. Okay, what about it? Minecraft doesn't have a cartel. I can promise you that.
I think he plays like...
What about him?
Okay.
Yes, they are.
And so, like, what are you trying to say about diamonds are in Minecraft? Like, what point does that have to prove?
So, they're rare in a video game, but they're not actually rare in the world.
Wait, do you think they're rare in the world, Max?
They're very plentiful.
Max, do you think they're rare in...
No, you got to dig for it. Thousands of meters. With professional mining equipment. A pickaxe isn't going to get you there, trust me. You know, drills, excavators, huge machines. It's a big machine. It digs. Big drill, big shovel, big machine. Its job is to get into the earth, extract the diamond ore within so that it can be brought back to professional gem cutters that cut the diamond.
Oh, yeah.
No, I made it up. Are you familiar with Latin? Yes. Nihil is Latin for nothing.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't have a disability, by the way. I just confirmed that.
Cool. It literally means nothing. It is the Latin word for nothing. Yeah. In a diamond mine, pretty high. It depends on where you are. I'm beginning to suspect that there is no brother.
No, there is a brother, trust me. I swear to God there is. It's Max. I swear to God, Justy is eating cereal right now in his kitchen. He told me that. And I mean, if he's lying, then he's lying, but... Yeah, Ryan. I mean, I don't
Certainly
care.
preferable to you.
Yeah.
It means I like him more than you. Okay, make sure you read lots of books.
Yeah, man, he definitely skipped a few grades. Holy shit. So you don't think there's a meaning to life?
We can give it to ourselves. That's the point. We figure out what it means to us, and we do what we think is important to accomplish what we want our life's work to be.
Oh. Okay, when you talk about emotions, Evan, you say about pain and stuff. So you don't think there's pain when it comes to emotion? Like, what if you're someone you, like, okay, I don't know anything about your life really, so let's just assume my parent died. Should I be sad about that?
I didn't hear the last part.
My parent died. Should I be sad about that?
Sure. But at the same time, there are ways that you can let grief affect you. So, someone could go to their father's funeral, and they could be the strongest man there. And I'm sure that their mother would appreciate that. Another way that you can approach grief is by becoming a drug addict.
Yeah, I understand that.
Like there are good ways and bad ways to deal with everything.
Oh shit, man. Juicy's brother is crying his ass off, bro.
told your brother that you're cooler than he is.
No, yeah, because apparently, like, okay, because we were talking about, like, diamonds and stuff and their value and how they came to be valuable, and he was just screaming in his mic, "Diamond sword," and shit like that, like...
I can't say that I'm surprised.
Wait, so you said he doesn't have a disability? Oh, so he can't read and he has autism. That's an L. Oh, that's messed up. Evan, what are your thoughts on that? Him pretending that he's not... Because he's embarrassed.
I feel guilty because I just thought he was trying on purpose to be annoying. So I was giving him shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. You said he gets bullied a lot? Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I thought he was fucking around.
He's probably used to it, honestly. Why do people, like, not include him and stuff? Why do you pretend that you're not his brother? Evan, do you think it's wrong that he pretends that? Undoubtedly.
I can't really judge him because I don't associate with any of my brothers. They've given up on life, and so...
Yeah, I know, but he has autism. He's less chromosomes and shit. Like.
So, one of my brothers is in jail for murder. Another is a heroin addict.
Holy shit. Yeah, I know, but that's completely different. Like, they have the control over it.
He's schizophrenic. He smoked his own grandmother.
What do you mean?
You know what schizophrenia is, right?
Yeah, voices, okay. Hallucinations.
Yeah. So the way that his hallucinations manifest is that he thinks Jesus gives him missions. Like, he points out people to him that are secretly demons, and then he has to get rid of the demon. Like, he murdered his grandmother. No, we're half brothers.
Wait, so one's in jail for murder and the other's a heroin addict. And which one is he, the murderer? Or is the heroin addict?
They're different. I got another brother who's just an aimless pothead. One of my brothers is like 15. He's talking about dropping out of high school. Another one spends... I don't have one.
Evan, do you think you'll have kids in the future?
Yeah. In the next couple of years, probably.
Do you think it's smarter to have them earlier or young or older? I'd say earlier, just because like you don't want to be 70 while your kid's 30. Actually,
yeah.
No.
So, like everything, there's a couple different ways to look at it. If you have your kids earlier, you'll be closer together in age, and you'll be younger when you see all their milestones and stuff. Like you'll be younger when they graduate from high school, and then you'll still have like more of your life to live after they're out of the house. If you wait till you're older to have kids, that comes with health risks, especially if you're a woman. It increases the risks of autism in men and Down syndrome in women. But the benefit is that, generally speaking, you're probably more well-established in life at that point.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like autism.
So I'm choosing the second route essentially. I've become well established, and I'm going to be the guy that is like in his 50s at his kid's high school graduation.
I'd say that's normal though. I'd say 50 is normal.
Well, it's not normal for my family.
Yeah, but I'm talking about generally speaking. I'm not talking about for
Yeah,
others.
probably. I'm just not used to it. For
Wait,
example,
hold up. Which one is like the heroin addicts? The one who killed the grandmother?
no, they're different people. I have 7 half brothers in total.
Okay, how many of your brothers have murdered someone?
1.
Okay, so the one who's in jail is the one who killed your grandmother.
No, he killed his grandmother.
Okay, how did he kill her?
He pummeled and strangled her to death.
Jesus, man, just because he thought she was a demon?
Yeah. So, I didn't meet him until he was probably like 22 or something. We're about 4 years apart.
So was that pre-murder?
Yeah, it's pre-murder. Our dad introduced us together. We met for the first time, and I knew something about him was just off. Like, he wasn't normal. And
that's messed up, man.
Yeah, like, you could just tell, like, he would say weird things, and he would move his body in weird ways, and, like, he was very suspicious of things. Like, we were at a bar, and it was like, hey, what do you think the bartender said about me? I'm like, nothing, dude. Like, she asked you what you wanted to drink.
I mean, that
So
could be self-esteem issues. That's, like, normal, I guess. I mean, unless it was, like, out of context, like she was just had 40 people aligned and...
No, he's a diagnosed schizophrenic. That's the problem. That's the context.
So, like, if you see someone, like, look at you weirdly, are you going to think that they were saying something bad about you if they start talking to their coworkers after?
No, but nobody was doing anything to him. That's the point. He was
Like,
just being
just so
extremely
casual?
paranoid.
Like, is it like a waitress coming up to me and asking me for my food, and then they say, oh, okay, and they go back, and then you say, oh, were they talking bad about me? Was it like that kind of?
No, it's just he was being real sketched about people. And that night, he ended up getting naked and going in front of the neighbor's house. And, like, my dad had to go back and put him inside the house before they called the cops.
Was he just drunk?
No, he was off his medication, and he said he was going to get the demons that lived there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like, he's a super, super religious guy, but it's like the darkest form of Christianity you can imagine.
Okay,
so he ended up writing me this long-ass message.
I don't want to
writing me this long-ass... Huh?
I don't want to end up being a schizophrenic. Because, man, sometimes, like, I used to have bad self-esteem issues. Now I don't think super deep into it, but, like, when I used to think people were talking about me all the time. Like, I was worried, like, I was nervous to see my own family because I thought I was going to get judged.
Yeah, I'm not saying that makes you schizophrenic. I'm just saying he's schizophrenic, and that's one of his problems.
Okay, so it's more normal. Like, it's normal if you find that some people can be judging you or something.
It's normal for teenagers to feel lots of things.
Okay, good.
You mellow out with age, trust me.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah, anyway, he ends up writing me this long-ass Facebook message. I don't have Facebook anymore, but I did at that point. And I didn't read most of it, but I, like, read the end of it. And it was, like, about how the righteous shall walk free in God's world. And then he said, I mean, this thing was long. It was, like, thousands and thousands of words long. Like, this was this dude's manifesto.
Oh my.
And he was like, you and me, we could take on all the sinners and be the first ones to walk into heaven. I'm like, you can't say shit like that to people, dude. Like, that's crazy.
That's like some Riverdale TV show stuff, man.
Yeah. What are my thoughts on it? Like, he's a dangerous individual, and it's good that he's in jail.
Like, that's scary, man. Like, I find that really... Like, Evan, have you ever had, like, a bad thought? Like, when you picked up a knife, like, you think bad things? Like, what would happen if this were to happen?
Yeah, like what if I just straight up killed myself right now? What would
Yeah,
that be
yeah.
like? Yeah, lots of people do that though. That's actually pretty normal.
Yeah, okay. Because some of it was like, what if I, like, kill my family and watch them and laugh at them?
So, do you know what pathology means?
No. No, I did not.
Okay, pathology is when a behavior becomes impairing to the way that you live your life. So, while on one hand it's normal for you to be standing on top of a tall building, and you're like, bro, what if I just straight up jumped?
Yeah.
But if that's all you ever think about to the point where you can't live your life without distraction, that's when
I
the
think that's
behavior
more
becomes
OCD.
pathological. Huh?
I'd say that could be OCD, like, oh, if I don't... if I...
Well, OCD is a form of pathology.
Yeah, okay.
But
And
OCD isn't what a lot of people think it is.
I know. I think everybody has a little bit of OCD in them, though. Like, oh, if I don't do this in the next 20 seconds, something bad's gonna happen.
Yes. So it's not just being organized. It has to come along with the thought that your actions are actually affecting the world. That is what specifically characterizes OCD. If I don't turn off this light switch 7 times, then my mother is going to die.
Yeah, I'd say that's like a normal thing.
Obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Like, a lot of people have that, and not even, like, have it. Like, I don't do it daily. Like, man, if I'm doing something, I don't have to, do this. But, like, everybody has that, I'd say. Like, you've definitely had those thoughts in your head.
And some people are very impaired by that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a pretty normal person. Like, I don't have some crazy
But if
things.
you're just like, man, I don't feel right if I don't make my bed, that's not OCD.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel that. Like, I don't give a shit if I make my bed or not. I sleep in it. It's not...
But again, they're just examples.
I think that's
none of these things are like personally directed at you. It's just I'm painting a picture.
Yeah. So you'd say he was like a little lost in life, like a little bit?
No, he has schizophrenia.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what schizophrenia is?
Yeah.
He's prone to hallucinations.
Zan voices in the head telling him what to do.
He suffers from excessive paranoia.
Well, I've known someone who's had schizophrenia, and they said, like, they want to shoot, they're going to shoot the voices out of their head.
To what?
That is weird.
I can't hear you. You said you have a desperate urge to what? Do it.
I mean, it's not like it's like a psychopath thing to do. It's like having an urge to eat cake. Do it. Is it weird because society made it weird, or is it weird because you think it's weird?
Do you fear judgment?
Who doesn't?
Me.
I forgot you were Jesus, Evan.
It has nothing to do with being Jesus. Like, this is a power that everyone has.
I understand. I understand you, Evan.
Like, we have so much stuff, so many powers and capabilities that are built into us, and we could start using them right now, but we just don't.
Pause. Why did you recommend him to do it?
Because he wants to.
Yeah, but don't you think that's weird?
No.
You don't think that's weird at all?
No. It's not hurting anyone.
Oh, Evan, you want to know what happened today? We got a bomb threat at our school, so it shut down.
Did you guys have a big test or something?
No, it's the start of the year.
Mm.
So do you think it's just...
There was usually bomb threats at my school when there was a big test. Like if there was a state standards test or something like that.
Oh, and then it got...
A bomb
the
threat.
dogs came, and apparently there was a bomb in someone's locker. Like...
Huh.
It wasn't like a crazy bomb. It was like a homemade bomb, but it would have exploded things.
Well, I hope that person goes to federal prison.
Oh, they will never catch it. That person was smart, apparently. Like, if you can make a bomb, they know how to cover their tracks. Like,
it's interesting that you go to a Catholic school.
Why?
On first glance, you might think that it's a wholesome environment, and I know that it's not. It's just funny that it's not.
I went to a Catholic high school because my parents recommended it, and it's where most universities will look at and be like, oh, that's a pretty promising person if they have those types of marks in that type of school, because it's more of a higher class end school. You don't have to pay a fee to get in. Like, it's not like a private school, but it's like, if you look at someone, like, there's a school called Voden, there's like stabbings and things like that. So I mean, like, it's like that or that type of school. Like, there was not any other better choices.
Yeah.
Like, our city's pretty small.
Like, I went to a ghetto-ass school, so, like, guns and bomb threats were normal.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty normal because there's, like, meth in the bathroom and things like that. Like it's not a Catholic high school if you think it is. Like, there's the odd ones out who preach Jesus, but then there's the normal people who are vaping in classroom, getting fingered in the back of class.
I'm glad Jesus has that place on lockdown, man.
Yeah, like, there's a girl who...
Maybe Catholicism ain't so bad.
There's a girl... Okay. Evan, this is like a true story. I'm not bullshitting when I say this. Some girl was having sex with a guy in the back of religion class. This was like a couple years ago, but it happened.
Maybe that's what does it for her. It's like,
all you can smell is
really
like...
felt like she was in the presence of the Lord.
Nah, man, like 80% of our school does not believe in God.
Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of degenerates, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, our school sounds like a bunch of retards, doesn't it?
I wouldn't say they're retarded. I'd say they're degenerate.
And Evan, I'm not going by the definition of retarded. I mean, just like absolutely stupid. Like, just like, you know.
I think that's a problem that young people all over the Western world are facing.
What?
Just not pursuing intelligence at all.
Yeah, I find that they're doing it just for validation.
Yeah. Well, it's people are programmed by social media now.
Like,
they live for the like.
Me and Juicy, we escaped the Matrix. It's not even the fact that they're living for the like. It's the fact that they're... Oh my god, what a save. Okay, I'm sorry. But, it's not the fact that they're, like, living for the like. It's just, like, I don't know. People, if someone finds them funny, they feel like a bunch of dopamine flood their body. So then they're...
Yeah, we're saying the same thing.
Not necessarily.
I think we are, because that was my point. Dopamine addiction.
Yeah, okay, then yeah.
So if social media's got you hooked on people saying nice things about you, it's hard for you to live your normal day-to-day life if you're not getting that in life.
Then people, like, let that take them over, and now they're a whole different person. Like, this girl that I used to know, she used to be a very innocent person, and then they started vaping, doing drugs, and turning emo and goth, and now they're all weird and shit, cut their wrists. Not saying that that's, like, bad, but, like, come on. Like, and I find that people who cut their wrists when they're rich is pretty bullshit. Like, it's definitely for validation. And I find depression is more of a trend now than it really is reality.
Have you heard any of the studies that show the increase in mental illness in young women that use social media?
Yeah.
It's called TikTok brain.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's just TikTok. I'd say it's more just technology.
Well, some platforms are more destructive than others, and TikTok and Instagram are the most destructive platforms to young women in the West today.
I'd probably say Snapchat for... Yeah, and they get offended. Like, chill out, flat bitch. Yeah, that's a little bored.
One of the trends I just recently learned about is young women are starting to film their panic attacks.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
validation.
I see it all the time. Like a girl's, like I went through my Girls My Eyes Only, man, and all she had was just videos of her crying.
Another thing, and this would be funny if it wasn't so fucked up, is that young women are starting to develop Tourette syndrome. Because they spend so much time emulating people that have fake Tourette syndrome that they develop tics.
That's like me when I wanted to learn how to stutter, and then I actually started to stutter. That's what I did, because I thought it was cool to stutter back then. This was when I was like grade 1, so I had no sort of consciousness.
Yeah. It happened to a buddy of mine. He would engage for fun in what I like to call verbal dyslexia.
So
he'd
he's an idiot.
No, he was a super funny dude. Like, I love this guy. But
Gay?
he's generally hilarious. Like, it would be funny as fuck when he would do this. But he'd be like, "Hey man, let's go bow snorting," for example, like instead of snowboarding. And he did that so much that he actually couldn't control it for a while, and he had to actively retrain himself to not do that.
So he had verbal dyslexia.
Yeah. Like, that's not a real thing. That's just what I called it.
Oh.
Because he wasn't putting the letters in the correct order when he was talking.
Yeah, Juicy has that sometimes. But it's not because he wants to, it's because he was born with it. Like, not born with it, but like, I don't know. Sounds like they're mocking him and shit. And Juicy also does like we have a friend that gets mocked because of his race, and there's like that the same amount of people, but it's just him. Like they call him a border hopper and stuff because he's Mexican.
Yep.
And he tends to get called that a lot, and he ended up hurting himself pretty bad. So, and he's just looking for someone to talk to about it, but he has no clue on what to do. So he just asked me that in the comments, like, what's your advice on that?
So, what kind of person would use such a hateful term? First of all.
Someone who wants validation, who seeks for it.
Sure, that's a big possibility. Is someone like that, as a person who would call someone that, as a person who would treat somebody that way, is their opinion worth respecting?
It's not is their opinion worth respecting, it's the fact that you hear it, so it's still gonna, like, I mean, it doesn't matter if the opinion needs respect or not, right? Like, it's the fact that they said it at the end of the day.
Yeah, people are going to say messed up things to people forever. What we can choose, though, we can't choose the way that people speak to us. What we can do is choose how we react. Mini golf. I hate regular golf.
Honestly, I've played mini golf, but...
What's up?
Are you going to school tomorrow, Ryan? Okay, you better. I was about to say, bro, Bro, I'm scared if you miss a construction class, bro. Jesus, like, there's no other people who I'd talk to. Because last year Ryan skipped out on a lot of school because he had an obsession with video games. And Ryan's Juicy, by the way. Like, I just call him that because it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Like, yeah, so... Bro, it's a joke. Jesus Christ. you want to fight tomorrow? Like, are you really gonna
Yeah.
talk?
So, as far as that other guy that you were talking about is concerned, I know it seems hard at this age, but you really do have power over the way you react to the things people say about you. And Desmond, it is hard to see beyond high school when you're in high school. But I promise you, there is something that comes after, and
It was even like
though it seems
it's not even
like
in high school. It's like outside. Like even when he was at public Walmart, we were with him, and like an old man, an old white male, said, "Hey," he said, "Hey, you'll go mow my lawn," because he was in front of him in line.
yeah. So how do you react? You can let that break your heart, or you can rise above it. You can't stop
He
people
ended
from
up
saying things like that.
he ended up punching him.
That's not a healthy response.
No, that's a joke. But now, like, it was kind of like just, it wasn't like a federal thing. Like the old man didn't do anything about it, but like it was more of
Think
like a
about it this
social.
way.
Like there's a video of it of him getting absolutely like fucking smacked up like that little bitch.
If someone's words can drive you to violence, what does that say about you?
That you're a Sigma.
It means you're easily controlled.
Well,
Have you guys ever heard of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius?
Yep.
You have. Great. So, Marcus Aurelius was a Roman general and statesman, and he practiced what we call today the Stoic philosophy. The essential gist of Stoicism is that life is filled with suffering. Bad things are going to happen to you. You cannot control, in most cases, where or when these bad things will happen. What you can control is your perception of them, your relation and reaction to them. So if someone calls you a name, you could pretend like you didn't even hear it. What are you going to prove? That you can hit? Everyone can hit. It's not a
Just the
talent.
fact that he doesn't want to be fucked with anymore.
Well, sure. I get that. I don't think the solution he chose was the correct one.
I think in some terms, like what I said, a lesson can be only taught with blood. I think in some terms that can come out to be true. Like, if you keep getting fucked with, you keep ignoring them, and they just keep going for as long as possible, you gotta do something about it, right? Like, you can't, what are you gonna do?
It can
Tell them to
easily
stop
become a
until you
legal
die?
issue, though. Like, you have to be so careful. Like, are you going to be willing to go to jail because
like,
you punched somebody that called you a name?
High school, like, that won't happen, really. I mean, like, unless it's, like, a really big bitch, like, who just says, oh, I'm gonna send you to jail because I'm gonna sue you because you punched me. Like, you gotta give out what you get in, or however it is, you know what I mean? You gotta be able to take the shit already, you know what I mean?
Maybe, but at the same time, there's this legal leviathan that stands in your way.
So escape the Matrix.
Like,
Don't care about
man to man, we could totally say, like, yeah, that dude deserved to get punched in the face. He was being a prick. But that's not how the law sees it.
Oh, and he also got very self-conscious once he found out, well, not once he found out, once he got sexually assaulted by a girl. Like, I know,
I'm hearing of that happening more and more.
What, people getting sexually assaulted?
Particularly of men being sexually assaulted by women.
It was true that there was a video of it, and I was there.
I'm not doubting it. What I'm saying is, like, it makes sense to me because I keep hearing about this more and more. I don't know if it's because of an increase in incidents or an increase in reporting, but I'm hearing more about it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. reports, probably. I'd assume so, since our masculinity has gotten so weak. What the fuck? Did he just leave? Brian? Did he? Evan? Oh, damn. Bro, why'd he leave? He was in a good talk. He definitely lagged out or some shit. Evan Hill last online a moment ago? What? I can't even see, bro. Because it says, like, he chose his name because it was Latin. Bro, I got that all on stream. Bro, okay, that's so good.